That is looking good. Oh, come on! Hey everyone, I am Blade Drummer and welcome to another review. Any love that you show this channel helps me out so much. I asked you lot to comment on the last video or take part in my poll on either Instagram or Facebook whether you want me to review Joker or Parasite. I'm pretty sure you've guessed what it is now. So here we go guys, Joker. Why so controversial? Set in 1981, Joker follows Arthur Fleck, a failed stand-up comedian whose descent into insanity and nihilism inspires a violent countercultural revolution against the wealthy in a decaying Gotham City. Joker was released in 2019, directed and produced by Todd Phillips, who you should know as the director of the Hangover trilogy. So this was such a different scale of filming for him that all eyes were on him to see if he could do a good job. And did he do a good job? Well, we're about to find out. This film also starred Joaquin Phoenix, Zazie Beetz and Robert De Niro. Now, this film was very controversial when it came out, and I personally don't believe it deserved that much controversy. People and critics alike thought that the film inspired real-life violence and that it was toxic. And to actually quote one particular critic, that it inspired white men to commit more heinous crimes.
Fucking moron!
Now, this film, to me, obviously this is just my opinion here. Feel free to comment down below on your opinions and views about this film because everyone has different views. I'm just giving you my own. To me, this sends out a strong message about mental health and that if you neglect someone with the same kind of mental fragility that Arthur Fleck had, they could naturally go and do the same thing, maybe on a different kind of scale. But there are people out there that are very similar to the same kind of issues that Arthur Fleck has, and that if we neglect those kind of people, who knows what they could do. This does not exactly inspire violence, to be fair. I thought that was a little bit silly to say, especially as so many people were saying it. It just didn't make any sense. It's like, have you guys not ever seen any film ever? Like, you look at Taxi Driver and A Clockwork Orange, both set in the 70s, both under such wide controversy, but that was more deserved. And yes, Joker was roughly kind of based on Taxi Driver. There were definitely elements that Todd took from that film and put into this one. I'll go into that a bit later. However, if you haven't seen A Clockwork Orange or Taxi Driver, watch it and then watch Joker and you tell me if you thought that the Joker was worse than those films. There is no way I think that is the case. Yes, Joker was violent, but it was nowhere near as violent as people were saying. And I just thought to myself, well, Clockwork Orange and Taxi Driver alone deserved the controversy, but Joker did not. No one's going to go out, run outside after seeing Joker and shout, finally someone understands me, and then stab someone in the neck. It just doesn't happen. Don't be stupid about it.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
The musical score by Hildur Guðnadóttir is haunting and so chilling. It's just such a great soundtrack that really helps each scene to just thrive, let alone on top of the incredible acting by Joaquin, but we'll get there in a minute. The cinematography is fantastic and beautiful. Some of the best cinematography that I've seen in the last couple of years. It's just so nice. And honestly, I would 100% get it on 4K Blu-ray and watch that because it just looks stunning. Oh, and also get a nice TV to go with it too. Now, the acting, the cinematography and the music was all fantastic and praised very highly. However, Todd Phillips' directing and screenplay was criticised a little bit, and I think that was a bit unfair because I thought he was great behind the camera, and he did take elements of Taxi Driver and King of Comedy, but he made it into his own story, and I thought that was great. So it was nice and original. Well, the acting, what can I say? Joaquin Phoenix was just unbelievable. Now, he had some really tough boots to follow.
Oh, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna hurt you. Really, really bad.
Not him, no. Definitely not him. Nope. This guy.
You have nothing!
Yep, that's better. He steals every scene and he's just mesmerising. You can't take your eyes off of him in every little bit he's in, which luckily he's in most of it. So you're always watching him and you're just pulled in by such a perfect performance from him. Now, the Joker laugh was actually a condition that was given to Arthur called pseudobulbar, which gives you uncontrollable laughter. And it's weird because every time he laughs, it sounds like he's in pain. And you can really hear it when he laughs, and you can hear him clearing his throat or just... And it's just those little extra bits that he puts in the performance that just makes it even more perfect than what it is. The actual laugh itself is brilliant. It is hands down one of the best Joker laughs that I've heard. It's right up there. So good. And the fact they incorporated a condition into it to make it seem like he can't help that, but yet the laughter comes out as a Joker laugh, I thought that was really entwined very well. Now, when I first saw this, and all the other times, I was consistently thinking, this guy deserves an Oscar 100%. And he did. He won it.
The Oscar goes to Joaquin Phoenix, Joker.
And he also won 10 other awards, which were 100% deserved. Now, I didn't think he was going to win any, maybe one or two, but I didn't think he'd win the Oscar because of all the controversy that came behind it. And I thought all the people behind who decided who won the Oscar would be kind of on board with those critics who were pandering it. But luckily, they saw past that and gave him all the awards. I adored this movie, and it doesn't follow the comics, but that's fine. Sometimes you need to take risks, you need to take liberties. Todd did that, and I can't commend him enough for it because it was a fantastic film, a really, really great film. Now, a couple of negatives. I don't think there are that many, but the first one, I would say that, yes, it does feel like there is a fair bit of a blueprint from, say, Taxi Driver or King of Comedy. But I would say that Todd has done enough to make it his own story. Yes, he's taken out parts of that film, but it's not a copy and paste like others have said, so it invalidates those comments, I feel. I don't think that Robert De Niro was that great in it.
You talking to me?
Maybe he just wasn't given enough to do in the film. Usually he's amazing, one of the best around. But he just wasn't given enough in this film to do, and because Joaquin was there, he just stole everything he was in. But one particular scene I would watch out for is near the end when they're in a studio together. Prepare for an incredible scene. Now, when people are saying about the controversy of this film and how it incites violence, I think that's a load of rubbish. I personally think that it depicts violence. Sure, of course it does, but it should do because it's the Joker. And the Joker is a mass-murdering sociopath, so why shouldn't he? It's literally just telling you the origin of this character, so naturally there's going to be some kind of violence into this. Do I agree with people that this could have literally just been done as Arthur Fleck and not Joker? Yes, I do. However, I thought that he was a really good Joker, his laugh was on point, and that this is a really good character study of him, something that's original, and I love that. Now, to summarise this film, I thought it was amazing. I love the fact that there's no Batman in this as well. There's no good to combat evil, which makes you really question yourself after the film's finished. Like, are we responsible for what happened to Arthur Fleck? Are we that cog in the machine? There's many other questions you can really ask yourself. Just watch it if you haven't seen it. Honestly, you'll come out with a million questions to ask, and you'll want to talk to your friends about it too. Because once I got out of the cinema, I was dying to chat to my friends about it and just ask so many different questions. This film is impossible to shake. It is incredible. So you've probably already guessed what I'm going to give it now, but it's definitely getting a 10 out of 10. I think it may be time to get rid of this. There we go, much better. Oh, seem to have snapped my beard as well. Ha, how about that?
This day extracts a heavy toll.
Thank you so much, guys, for supporting me and watching this video. If you are new here, smash that subscribe button and like. It all means the world to me. If you're still stuck by me, thank you so much, and get ready for my review next week. Now, I've got 2 choices for you next week, and we're going on to games again. So, your 2 choices are Resident Evil 3 and Animal Crossing. Two very different sides of the spectrum, but I'm sure you guys will let me know which one you want, and I will get right on top of that, and I cannot wait to do that. This video has been an absolute blast. Thank you all guys so much again, and that is me out.